Baton Rouge. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, one of the things Coach talked to me about was just the importance of getting their quarterback going. This transfer quarterback has been everything they needed and more. They are so grateful they picked him up in the portal. And now today, he is close to going over 3,000 yards for this season. They feel confident with the script. They meet every Friday night to see exactly what plays the quarterback likes. So they are confident they'll get him that mark early in the game. I'll keep you posted to how that looks down here on the field. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Firing to the right, complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet.
Makes the catch and he's free. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll start on the ground with Frazier.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wiley. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. handoff as they run the counter play here. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, it's an electrifying run, and you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
On first down, Nate Frazier shakes off the defender.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man at Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Finds his man, it's Humphries.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here's a gift to Frazier. And he'll be brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Bulldogs! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Caught over the middle. It's Green. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the easy completion. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, a great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB, and you're bringing extra guys, but sometimes that comes at a sacrifice. And you can see he got the matchup he wanted, took advantage of it, didn't get flustered. That was the biggest thing. Like most QBs, sometimes when that blitz comes, they'll get flustered really quickly and make a bad decision. He stayed calm, made the right read, made the right decision.
Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Levin. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Third and 6 yards to go. He'll set up to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. And a quick shuffle pass. It's a fumble. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drop.
Caught, and he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. LSU right back to the line. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Wilson open on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell.
There's a crease. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Here's a give to Durham. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
To the air, it's Levitt. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff for Frazier. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Motion from the back. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Swings it out to his running back. There he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check down throw to the running back.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Stockton. It's complete on the right side. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
And the Bulldogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Frazier. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Levitt. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. LSU quick to the line.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Smashes through the tackle.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. The run inside. It's Frazier. Got a little grass. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to throw, it's Levitt. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Brown. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. And after the miss, it still takes 3 possessions to catch them. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's the Longhorns in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. Frazier again. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Leaping grab for a big gain. Off and running. Touchdown Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And you're seeing the aggressiveness by the offensive coordinator on the first play of the second half. They take a shot and score a touchdown. You know they talked about this all halftime. They were just waiting for this opportunity. They knew coming out they were going to get the look they got defensively and take advantage of it, and it comes up big with a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop, you move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air, it's Stockton. Finds the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give to Frazier. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and give him 16 on the year. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Number 91, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Now the play fake. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly.
Makes a grab and room to run. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. LSU right back to the line.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop him. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd down, here's Durham. Turning it on. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On 1st down, it's Durham again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
He's got it on the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And that won't quite be enough for the 1st down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's a give to Frazier. Push down for the tackle.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their 3rd sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. With the catch, it's Green. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Levitt. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2. Snags it, and he's open. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Great move. Now he's got room. Speeding down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Coming out with it, it's Turner. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. To throw, it's Levitt. That's caught. It's Thomas.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to...
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Dumps it to the back. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Here's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the point after is good. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Back to pass, it's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
We'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Brown. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one. And all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around. And now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Looking to throw again. Got his man on the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like that play call there. Third and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Running inside. It's Durham. Might have a chance. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Dances away to buy time. Rolling, throwing, looking right.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Muscling ahead on third and short. There he goes. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
The defense selling out to stop it on third and super short. They don't bring him down, Jesse. Next thing you know, he's in the second level.
You're absolutely right. Third and inches like that, if you just get a little crease offensively, it can be a big play. In the back that time, hit the hold, show off the speed.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays. He keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Back to pass on second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Frazier again. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the 1st down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up?
Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter how